and bruises, bumps 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 and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.
Yeah, shout out the priest in the chat. Bumps and bruises, we like the fuses. Grab a seat and hear what the news is. Don't confuse us, you know the name. We the best and the brightest in this podcast game. Derek Marcos and Drizzen with the hot takes and recaps. Hit us in the chat, we welcome all feedback. Turn it up, cause we giving them hell. We the best in the business, now ring the bell.
Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.
I saw the message. I can still do that. All right, boys, we back again with another episode of the Bumps and Bruises podcast. How y'all doing today?
We rolling in some special guests today. Friend of the potty, been here a couple times. We got Corey with us, and
handful of times.
I think Grammy nominated Mega Ran is going to be joining us shortly. Marcos still jet setting, touring the world, seeing everything he can see.
Hey,
showing off his custom clothing that he's picking up here and there.
Love to see it.
Out there killing it. Can't ask for more. But there was a whole lot of wrestling this weekend.
Yes, sir.
Some of it good, some of it not as good. I enjoyed a lot of it. A lot more than I thought I was going to enjoy it. But let's kick it off. Let's start with I think the biggest thing to happen in the weekend, arguably the best thing to happen so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
And Mask versus Mask, El Grande Americano versus OG El Grande Americano. What y'all think?
Y'all got to talk about that. I didn't see it.
Oh my God, I thought you did see it.
No.
And Corey watched the whole thing. Corey watched start to finish.
Hey, there we go. Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, that was one that got me out of my wrestling slumber. Like, that was one of the few pay-per-views I watched in a while where, like, from top to bottom, the pay-per-view was solid. From the opening match, which I believe was Ray Phoenix versus the Laredo Kid, till, when everybody came there to see Mask versus Mask, which was Kaiser's best work since he joined the company, in my opinion. That whole pay-per-view, like, I've been sleeping on. Me and Drizzen have a mutual friend, and he watches it every week, and he's just like, you're missing out. You need to be watching AAA. It's the best thing in wrestling right now. And I'm just like, because I'm just so jaded on wrestling. But, like, that's going to make me, that pay-per-view itself is going to make me watch AAA for the rest of the year, just to see, like, what they do with Americano now. Like, I think we were talking, like, the next smart move would be, he takes the mega title off of Dom and goes nuclear as far as his next move. But it'll be interesting to see, like, how you go from such a big angle and how do you take that momentum and keep them moving forward.
Well, and shout out to Marcos here. He added in, like, right after the match happened. He said, and I couldn't book it better than what he said right here. He said, you immediately go to El Grande Americano challenging Dom for the AAA Mega, and that match happens, and it happens as they get to the end, and Dom pulls the hammer out of the boot. He pulls something, and Commissioner pops. Rey Mysterio comes out and says, hey, that's not how we do it here. We're going to restart this match, and we're going to keep going. You can't pull that. They restart. El Grande takes the belt, and that sets up Dom versus Rey, and Dom can retire his pops, which I think is incredible booking. And we got to give another shout out to some people that probably don't know we exist, but we clowned on them. We clowned on them the last 2-3 weeks. But hey, Viking Raiders, War Raiders, whatever we're calling them, are in AAA and have defeated Psycho Clown and Pagano for the AAA Tag Team Championship.
I mean,
that one I didn't call.
If you ain't got nothing to do in the E, send them to AAA. Why not? Send them to TNA. Why not?
That's the crazy thing to me is it feels like the E is kind of moving towards merchandise pushing where like the wrestlers, quote unquote, are either going to TNA and AAA and as just prospering. Like that seemingly is where the hardcores are right now.
I mean, hardcores truly are in AEW. If we're not looking at who's Fed affiliated, hardcore wrestling, and they've said it for a while. It tries to be their tagline, and sometimes it's true. That it has the ability to be true every week. That AEW is where the best wrestling is. A lot of the best wrestlers are in AEW. There's no way to argue that.
Yeah.
The rest of the best wrestlers are in the other places, and one of those big places being the WWE. It's hard to overlook what the WWE does. They're the juggernaut in the space. Their production value blows away everyone else, including AEW, who's the only one that has a payroll and budget that can compete. But at the end of the day, a lot of those hardcore wrestling folks are in AEW, and I think we're gonna see a shift. And honestly, I think it's gonna be because of the formerly known tag team as the New Day. I think they end up in AEW, and I think we see a shift of more people that are loved right now in WWE ending up over there at a younger, faster level. It's not going to be, I came out of retirement because the AEW doctors cleared me. It's going to be, hey, I'm still in my prime, but now this place is looking legit.
So speaking of the New Day, you know what I'm saying? I need you to reorganize your belts because I need that one to be over there so it can be seen by the masses.
Yo, I brought him up. We set it up.
But you ain't got no space going that way no more. You know what I'm saying? So
I redid the entire shelf.
I see.
And it's got its own spot right here.
I feel like it needs to move over though. It needs to switch places.
It's the prime real estate when you walk in the room, though. It's the first one you see.
See, but this is like when you're on camera. You know what I'm saying? It's right. It could be right there.
Look,
visible for the world.
I'll just be like this.
Not that's how you gonna stand. Captain Asshole.
So circling back to your AEW thing, I guess like what happens to the WWE then? Is it going to be more pomp and circumstance than wrestling, or because
I mean it's going
and then all the wrestling goes to AEW? Like what happened? Like how does the E fit into like the kernel?
I feel like it's gonna keep doing exactly what it's doing. We're gonna get a little bit of wrestling, we're gonna get a lot of talking and a lot of gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? Like the first thing we talked about is a guy who started off in a group. Don't even know why he left the group, right? He's just nodding at
right. Well, the leader of the group said, I don't need you anymore.
Okay, well, he got dismissed from the group, had a little bit of stuff, and then disappeared. A guy got a mask because he was beefing with the luchadors. He had to go have surgery.
Yeah.
And now this other guy takes his gimmick, and the fallout is now him
is more over than.
But now he's all the way. You can go and hop in. You got.
Would you
hop in? I see the run in right there.
You say he's more over than the original?
The original had a reason. So for me, no. To the masses, probably, but who cares about the masses? To be honest, it's about
That's your audience. Opinion. That's your audience.
Hey, it's about everyone's personal opinion on everything.
That's what I'm saying.
So like as an individual, no, not for me. because Gable had a reason to put on the mask. He had a reason to become
Right.
El Grande and everything else. It's just he was hurt. So it's either let El Grande die or put the mask on someone else. They did the same thing with Sin Cara. We had 2 different Sin Caras.
Yeah, but I would argue like, right? I guess like what it feels like is they did it as a stopgap measure, like Kaiser filling until Gabe gets better. And instead, he got himself more over because he embraced the Mexican culture and they took him in. He essentially became,
didn't have that much
quote
time,
unquote, one of them. They're like,
under the mask, Gable didn't have that much time as versus Kaiser. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
so
it felt like the gimmick was catching on. Like the gimmick was catching on because at first I was like, this is a problematic gimmick. But then like Hispanic people were just like, nah, this is great. Like we fuck with this. We love this. And then Kaiser took it to like the next step.
I mean, he still had time. You give anyone good direction, screen time, and at least a decent gimmick. What happens?
Yeah,
because that's how we've gotten so many great tag teams, singles wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? Women's wrestlers and everything else.
Well,
first,
hello, can y'all hear me?
What's up?
We got you.
What's up? Sorry, I'm coming on the end of the conversation. Pardon me if you mentioned it. I don't think anybody could have predicted what El Grande, the gimmick, would have done.
Oh, for sure.
So when you say like, oh, you give somebody a good gimmick, I don't think it was a good gimmick. It just worked. Like it worked because they made it work. I don't think it was a good gimmick.
It was real.
It was supposed to be a joke. It was kind of like MAGA coded. It was kind of like it was weird. They were using AI for the like promo stuff. Like it was supposed to be like really cheesy and bad.
Yeah.
And then it just took off. And the thing is, as we're learning, I think you never know what the Mexican audience is going to take to. You know what I mean?
It was borderline problematic. We talked about like, you know.
Not even borderline, like you said.
I mean, it was, yeah. That's why I say I agree, but I didn't say good gimmick. I said decent gimmick.
He said give him a gimmick. Just
because
something.
Because at the end of the day, if not all of our boys that we fuck with, at least 3 out of the 4 people on this screen, the New Day started off 3 black men as preachers.
Well, Shane, you know how much I hated New Day when it came out.
People on here hated it.
Look,
I hated it so much.
I hated it.
Oh my god!
I still have friends now. Yeah, it was. Oh man, go ahead.
Me and Shane were watching it for the first time, and Shane was like, "These people are going to get over." I said, "I am so tired of them bringing black people on the screen and having them shucking and jiving." Were my exact words.
And I said,
"I still
you're 100% correct.
Anything that looks like me,
but this group is different. Like it's Kofi, and I already knew Austin at that point." And Big E had already started to do the stuff that he had done with Dolph and AJ. I was like, I think this group is going to be different, though. I don't think it's going to last. I think they're going to change it. And I think that was on a hope and a prayer that I said that. But hey.
Yeah.
I mean, I even knew people who even when they got into like their goofy video game, pancakes, twerking on stage, like that part, like that, hated that. Me, I loved it. I was like, oh, they're nerds like me, who are also athletic like me. So I'm here for it. That I want to see Kofi twerk, you know, every Monday or Friday. Not really, but you know, I was here for it. I was down.
Yeah.
It made him happy.
Back.
I think what was dope is that they allowed them to just be silly or just to be. You know what I mean? And it's like you don't see that very often where you're just like, man, you can tell they didn't write this. They didn't write this to be this way. And so when you allow a talent to just kind of take it and put their own spin on it, you see some positive results from it. And that's, I think, man, these might be the 2 best examples of it. It's New Day and El Grande. You know what I mean? Where you take whatever you're given and you do something amazing with it.
I was literally about to say that. I think the most impressive thing about what Kaiser did. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think the most impressive thing of what Kaiser did with this gimmick is he took like seemingly what was a problematic, seemingly MAGA coded gimmick, and he actually shifted it from one side to the complete opposite, where like the people embraced him fully. And it's like he's our guy. This is our guy now. And now like you could almost not disregard Chad Gable's run going on currently. Like it would be a crime at this point to not put the AAA on him right now, just because of like that's how. And somebody made the analogy like he's Mexican Hulk Hogan essentially, with just like how over he is with the AAA crowd right now.
Yeah, it's money. It's like, but the fact that you can get this hot without the title probably makes them think like, oh well, maybe there's no rush. But yeah, I feel like by Triple Mania, there needs to be a title match happening. And I feel like our buddy Marcos gave like a really good like fantasy book of how I could kind of see it going. And I kind of hope they do, where like somehow Rey Mysterio gets involved. You got Dom versus Grande. Rey has to restart the match or does something crazy. And now he's involved. And now it's father, son. And then Dom gets to retire Rey in Mexico, which I think would be really cool.
So with that, what else do you do with Dom after he retires? He has to retire his dad regardless. But after he retires his dad, where's Dom go? Because there's no IC title no more. Now there's no AAA title. Eventually, this Judgment Day gonna crack. It gotta crack because god dang,
there's only one place to go from there. World title.
There's two places to go. He could easily get dropped back down, but
not Dom. Come on. Dom is a future world champion, and maybe not in the next 2 or 3, but I think the next way to go is, of course, you break Judgment Day up somehow, but I think you just keep moving him up and up.
Because the next person to go has to be him. Everyone has broke off
gonna be
in order.
He'll turn face. We can't turn him face though. Like you kind of can't do that. Not yet, anyway.
Or you do the ultimate heel move in the fantasy booking world, and you have Dom hire Gunther to retire his dad. And Ray says, "Oh, the only way I'll do that is if you put the belt on the line." Ray wins the belt off Gunther, and then Dom says, "You know what? I'm going to do it myself." So how did
Gunther get the belt?
Career versus title. Gunther he'll keep getting rematches against Cody.
Yeah, he'll get it. Gunther's going to take the belt off Cody anyway. We already know that.
It's going to happen. It's clearly going to happen.
Guess who will be
watching? It's going to happen.
He's like,
not interested.
Yeah. You know how much time in my day I get back.
You hate Cody. You hate Cody, but then we talk about him losing, and you hate that.
No. I hate Cody. I hate Cody losing to Gunther. Okay, and I don't hate Cody. Why do I hate Cody? I love Cody.
I missed it.
I got the arms out like this. Okay.
Why do you hate Cody losing to Gunther?
I don't like Gunther.
What about him?
He doesn't like white wrestlers.
Hey, Cody, he's like, I hate Cody Raheem Rose losing.
Crazy.
All those belts up there. I don't see an American Nightmare weight belt behind you.
You like Cody, but you never like him winning or losing.
Listen, I got.
You don't like Gunther. What do you think about Brock?
Listen, I hate Brock. I have no, but I don't.
We have to go into this. Why do you hate Brock?
Listen.
Let's go. Hey, we're here now. Let's go.
Oh no. Oh
Lord. Brock takes the title off of every black wrestler. Why is it booked like that? Why does he say yes to this?
Why do you think it's booked like that?
No, because being Brock Lesnar, you can choose what you do and don't do. He was not supposed to beat The Undertaker, but he decided, as per Paul Heyman's interview, he decided that, I'm gonna just do this, and then boom, I'm gonna beat him, and that's gonna be that. So this man has had creative freedom probably his whole career. So therefore, I don't want to hear it.
So
Anyways,
my son and I were looking at championship reigns last night, and he was trying to figure out how long Cody had held the belt at this point, and he started laughing. I was like, "What are you laughing at?" And he's like, "Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Kofi Kingston, Brock Lesnar, Big E, Brock Lesnar." He's like, "Why does Brock just win the belt off black guys?"
If you want to throw the caveat of the Rock, he took it off.
Yep.
But what if we're in the process of seeing kind of a new Brock rising, which is Oba?
I mean,
so
yes,
and I think they're gonna use him the same way. Like you need this attraction.
Yeah, you need an end boss.
You need this attraction wrestler that is must see TV and exudes aura, and it's Oba. So I think Oba will pick up the slack there and be the guy that takes out everybody.
I love every bit of it. If
Gunther beats Cody, what if we get Oba taking it from Gunther by the end of the year?
But then y'all just messed up that whole thing. Well, I thought Ray was getting that after Gunther.
That's a matchup where
that can happen anywhere.
I'm GM mode over here.
This is GM mode.
Yeah,
that's a matchup
anywhere.
Gunther right now is like. Gunther right now is in a spot where like you could put him against anyone and he looks like, oh, he can win that fight. Where if you put him against Oba, you're like, oh, there's no way he wins that. Not even close.
I mean, that's true of almost everyone that Oba goes against, with the exception of a Brock, a Drew, Cody, because he's got the Cody aura with him. You know,
because Cody can beat anybody.
Correct.
But like that's
by the current.
He's super Cody, bro.
He's super Cody.
I would say that's the all the Cody right now. We're just like he is the ultimate underdog. But the thing
he's a Street Fighter character.
I'm with Derek in the sense of like it gets tiresome of Cody winning because like he's almost during the quote unquote LOL Cena wins era. We're just like no matter who you put John Cena against, he was winning no matter the odds or anything like that.
That era went on for like 8 years though, and we're talking about 2 years right now.
But it's on track. The thing is, like, Cody is older, so I don't see it going that way forever. I think Cody's like 42, if I'm not mistaken.
Like 40.
Yeah.
We talked about it last episode, like how many more wins we feel like he could get. Like he's not gonna be a 15-time champion. Like, but his total like time of reigns is gonna be up there by the time it's over. Like, because he seems to be the most like guy they're most comfortable having as champ.
Well,
for whatever
and
reason.
That's the call that they made on Sunday, and Derek and I chatted about this a little bit. Cody's coming to the ring for the match, and they go, in his first defense since winning the belt at WrestleMania. You're like, oh,
and you're like,
he
what?
hasn't done anything.
Dang, 2
Has
months
it been
later.
that long?
A month and a half. Like it's been 5 weeks excuse me, 7 weeks.
See, all right. So now this comes back to what do we want from our champions? Because on the other show, Darby Allin just went through the ringer as champion. He had 7 defenses in like a month, like something crazy. And everybody, and the complaint is he's not fighting the top contenders. He's fighting Speedball and Brian Cage or whatever.
I mean, but he ain't got the belt no more, right?
That's he lost.
But before that, he had probably the most defenses in the shortest amount of time that I've seen in a really long time.
But I'm here for that.
And I think that's that. Like, is there a middle ground we need where it's like, because people complained a lot about that. They were like, oh, why is X wrestler getting a title shot on TV?
I need a fighting champion.
I love a fighting champ.
There's a big difference between a fighting champion and a champion that walks outside and goes, hey, you want a match for my belt? and that's what Darby was doing. He was like, oh, you sneezed? That's I accept that challenge. Like,
you're looking like, wait, I did? What?
I mean,
you see the meme of the SpongeBob fish taking a drink and it says, "I'm pussy" over top and has a question mark? Like, that's Darby Allin. Like, somebody knows that. He's like, "I'm pussy." He's like, me and you, right now.
So the flaw of the booking with that is you took your top title, like the biggest thing in your company, you put it on an underdog that everybody wanted to see finally get his shot at it, and then he does, and the first time he faces someone that's competition, he loses.
He loses.
He has all these title defenses against people that are going, why is this guy going for the title? And he beats all of them. It doesn't give him any build at all.
Okay, I'm gonna just read these. I'm gonna read these opponents real quick just to get you. Okay, April 15th. So this is maybe a week before Mania. Darby Allin wins the title. First defense a week later. Tommaso Ciampa beats him 18 minutes. 6 days later, defeats Brody King 17 minutes. The very next week, Darby Allin defeats Kevin Knight 15 minutes. The next 3 days later, defeats Pac 20 minutes. The next week, Darby Allin defeats Takeshita. That's a house show. Was it? No, it's Dynamite. 15 minutes, he beats Takeshita. Then 3 days later, Darby Allin defeats Sammy Guevara. Then a week later, Mike Bailey. And then 4 days after that, he loses it to Darby. So 39 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenses, and 8 defenses and 1 loss. So maybe there's a middle ground here. Maybe you don't have to wrestle on, both Dynamite
shows
and Collision. You know what I mean?
He defended the belt every 4 days.
Yep.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's why would you put your?
That's like Ric Flair stuff. This is like Ric Flair like stuff. So yeah, I think what he probably knew, like, all right, this is going to be a short run because, like, we all knew MJF's getting this back. But I think he was like, well, look, man, like, let's tell a story. And the story is I burnt myself out. You know what I mean? I did too much. I gave too many opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And by the time I got to the last, to the end boss, I didn't have enough.
So my thing is, it feels like unless it's Omega or MJF, and John Moxley, every seeming title reign in AEW is very transitional. Like the 2 times that Hangman had it, they weren't for very long. The 1 time that Darby had it, it wasn't for very long. Omega had a long title reign. MJF had a super long title reign, and then and John Moxley had a super long title reign.
I feel like Hangman was his first one.
Hangman had a little bit of a reign.
First one was like a year almost, maybe.
Was it really that long? It felt shorter.
Maybe. I'll look it up.
I thought it was like 260 some days, but I don't.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a really good run.
The fact that I'm pulling that number and I don't know AEW means that it's either really right or really wrong. But so the problem with that is the problem that I've continuously had when I'm trying to get into AEW. How are you building a story for all these in 4 days?
Yeah,
you're not. There's no reason for these matches to happen. Yeah. Like you can't tell me. You cannot sit here and tell me. And I love the resiliency that they built with Darby Allin. He's a great face for the company. He's a great promo. But you can't sit here and tell me that he's going to beat Takeshita if they have a series of matches and build this thing the right way. Yeah, Takeshita is one of the top wrestlers in the world right now, in my opinion, and
former New Japan champion too, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, but let's be honest. You can say it. You can say he can, and he could, but that's because the people that book it.
Jericho did have a long reign. Thank you.
Get to decide who wins. You know what I'm
saying? I just think it's okay for you to have, like, I just remember back in the day, WWF Wrestling Challenge, Saturday mornings, whatever, and seeing everybody wrestle. You know what I'm saying? And being okay with that. Like, you didn't have to wait till, and back then they only had 3 or 4 pay-per-views to see your world champion fight. Yep. So even on a random Raw back in the 90s, you'd be like, oh, Stone Cold's fighting Kane tonight for the title. You know what I mean? Like, you would get title matches, even if you didn't really think the title was going to change hands. The fact that Mick Foley won the title on television, you know what I mean? Like, there's been title changes on TV. There's been title matches on TV. I do think there's a middle ground. And I think Drizzen is right. I feel like you can't build a story in a couple days. You're just like, yo, who won it? And then that becomes the oldest, the open challenge of it all, which is
I was actually about to ask. We go back to John Cena. Is this gonna be like John Cena open challenge type deal?
And that becomes a lazy plot device at this point, where it's like, I can't think of nothing, so whoever won it, come get it, And it's like, Bill, give me a story.
And the alternative that they could have done to that would have worked extremely well was exactly what Rand touched on, in that you're building towards this story of MJF is going to beat Darby because Darby is burnt out. But they didn't build that. They didn't sit there in the matches and go, look at all this punishment that Darby is taking. How is he defending this title again? Like,
so they had one moment, and it only happened once. It was like one of those matches, he like passes out. Like this, he did something and he just like falls out. And they were like, oh, maybe too much. This is too much for him, too much hubris. He's, and so then they start telling the story. But that was by the end of it. They didn't really dwell on it a lot.
I tell you, when Orange Cassidy was their version of the Intercontinental Champion, before he lost to, I think he lost
TBS bright blue pink,
whatever the title was,
Intercontinental,
the Continental, whatever.
They had international and a continental.
Yes, but those international. Anyway, before he lost, he defended it 39 times. And he would come more and more bandaged up every week. And the plot device was, he's defended it so much. When is it finally going to end? And that was like from week to week, they were just like, he's going to lose it eventually because no one can get beat up this much. Like 1 week, his hand would be bandaged up, and then the following week, his ribs would be bandaged up. Mm-hmm. I get what Drizzt is saying, where that should have been the overarching theme of something's got to give at some point. Like, he can't keep doing this.
Right. And I mean, they show it because, he gets beat up every single match. Somebody does some new bump to him that you haven't seen. But yeah, that's the story. He should have come out bandaged the next match. You know what I mean? Like, oh God, his ribs are taped up now. Like, maybe telling that story that way.
And I got to touch on what G1 is saying here and say, no, absolutely disagree. This is a scripted environment. Like,
I don't hate that either.
Give me the best when the best has no reason to happen. Give me a reason for something to happen. Like, cats don't walk out on the street and just throw hands because life doesn't happen that way.
Not in Charlottesville, they don't.
Well, UFC, sure. You beat whoever's in front of you. And then they try to develop a story in the process when they do the face-to-face. But this is scripted television, like you said. So there should be a story. And there's just not a lot of time to build to that story when you're doing 2 shows a week and you're trying to keep it moving. I think that might have been Darby being like, just like, let me work for this. Like, if y'all gave it to me, like, let me work, and I don't have a problem with that. But I feel like G1 does about pay-per-views. That's why I love pay-per-views, because it's just 5-6 matches, no nonsense, unless you're talking about WrestleMania. Then you're getting ads and all that garbage. But I love pay-per-views because it's strictly wrestling. Like, I don't have to worry about backstage segments and who's in the parking lot, who's doing this and who's, I do enjoy wrestling, but the weekly is supposed to lead you to why they want to wrestle. And they don't necessarily, and I do understand also that AEW is the alternative. It's not supposed to follow, what we know about, TV wrestling. So I get that too. But I would like a little more exposition in my story. And y'all hyped it up like the AEW title is the richest prize in the game because it's the wrestler's title. So why does Mike Bailey get a shot? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to Speedball, but disrespect.
And prior to coming to AEW, that man was doing what Darby was doing and working 30 matches a month.
What was the weekend that the WrestleMania weekend where he worked 6 shows in the whole weekend, if I'm not mistaken?
It was WrestleMania Philly. No, he worked 4 shows in a day.
That's what it was. Because he did Bloodsport.
He worked 4 shows in a day and had 22 matches in the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he worked his butt off. And that's probably what got him signed. But you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he worked his behind off. 10 years ago, Ricochet was doing that. Mania weekends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what you got to do to get your name out there. And so yeah, if you're willing to work, so I mean, and that work gets rewarded. Like he got a world title shot on television. Like he's on TV every week talking for some reason because he's not great at talking, but and his dress isn't all that. But I don't want to come in here and beat up on Speedball because he's a nice guy. But the gear he came out in was a little weird. But
and yeah. Let's also talk about, before we get away from this, with the AEW title, the guys that he went through, some of them could have been viable. Like Brody King just had a big push. Takeshita just had a big push.
Yeah.
And now they've immediately lost to essentially what's a transitional champion. So how do they come back from that to have like a title picture anytime soon? They're going to have to rebuild them to make them contenders again.
Yeah, good point. That is a really good point. You're now taking people back down a peg just because you needed a quick match. And Ciampa has been up and down in the company over there. So him taking that loss is whatever. But yes, Brody was very hot at some point. I don't know if that match took him down. I think just the lack of kind of story since then has done it. But that's a really good point though.
Derek, what's your thoughts on that? He said this is AEW. I'm out.
No, it's not even that. Half of what y'all said in the very beginning, I didn't hear because I was tending. So,
well, I'll just ask you this, Derek. Do you want to see world title matches every week?
No.
On every show?
No.
Or do you want to see, maybe just on pay-per-views or somewhere in the middle?
More on pay-per-views, the occasional on a show here and there, might lose, might win kind of situation I'm here for. But I like, especially pay-per-views. Pay-per-views, I want to see titles on pay-per-views because that's what a lot of people go to. Like, either you're paying to watch it or you're paying a lot to go to them. You know what I'm saying? AEW, WWE, ROH, whatever, the case may be. Like, I want to see titles on the line.
Mm-hmm.
And I think something that you mentioned, like Stone Cold and Kane, is something that they did a lot in the Attitude Era that they just nobody does anymore, is they would have multiple people vying for the top titles. And, they have multiple people vying for the Intercontinental title, multiple people vying for the World Championship. And that's where we kind of saw, oh, it's a Monday Night Raw. Stone Cold and Kane are going at it. Whoever gets through is going to have to face The Rock. And they had these like multi-tier storylines that kind of all ended up intertwining, where they would do triple threat matches, where they would do like forced tag team matches. But it kept everybody in the sphere, kept everybody elevated so that you had multiple people that are top title contenders. And that's something that we've talked about previously with the way that WWE is doing things right now. Who's next? And they have to like scramble and really kick in a story really fast because they're not keeping a lot of people elevated. They go, oh, you were, but now you're down here. And you were, and now you're back down here.
And people give Vince Russo a whole lot of flack, which he probably deserves. But one thing I can say about when he was there in the Attitude Era, like he made sure like everybody had a story. And that was one thing that he was very like concentrated on, was to making sure that from the top to the bottom of the card, there was a reason they were showing up every week. They were fighting for something. They're trying to get somewhere. They got somebody in their way. And it's almost the complete opposite on AEW. Like, you like wrestling? All right, bet. Bam, here we go. You know what I'm saying? And I love wrestling. I do. But I want a little bit of a reason why they fight. That's all. Just it's got to be a middle ground. Hold on, let me show you this really quick because this is hilarious. First of all, nice suit, Speedball.
Oh wait,
you gotta pull it in.
And you attack me in return.
There you go.
Is that the road you want to go down? Well, so be it. We can walk down it together, just on opposite sides. So how about me and you, one-on-one? You want to show the world who you really are? Well, let's see how that goes. Kevin, you made your choice.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for that match. Oh, yeah.
He is such an early 80s draw. But now
It's literally Daniel LaRusso showing up to fight. Yeah.
So circling back to the Vince Russo analogy, and I've said this to myself, the thing that the people criticize Vince Russo is Crash TV, where they just took some shit and they threw it, and they were just like, it works or it doesn't.
Yeah. This man had a top 4 geek. Yeah, I'm not for Crash TV.
I feel like AEW does that with some of its matches, where it's just like you'll like somebody be cutting the promo and it's just like in the main event tonight, and it's like, wait, like what the fuck? How did we even get here, bro? He hey, you look like shit tonight. Oh, I'm pussy? Oh, we fight tonight then. Like, wait, like why? Why are we fighting, bro? Like for what?
You walk in, you bump somebody by accident, boom. What? Title match tonight, me and you.
Right, and this shit does, like Shane said, it doesn't make sense. Like the title in AEW doesn't have consequences attached to it. You know what I mean? Like every once in a while, like there'll be a match that has consequences to it, so like blood and guts, or like what's their version of WrestleMania?
I guess Double or Nothing.
I guess like so if a title match happens at Double or Nothing, like that has like consequence to it, but like they're weak, like your world champion should not be in danger of losing his title literally on every show.
Well,
like it makes him weak, and it makes the title weak.
To their point, if this is where the best wrestle, then anybody on the card on any given night, and I think this is a lot. I keep referring to like MMA. That's kind of what it is, man. Anybody had a chance to knock anybody out. You know what I'm saying? So you get these matches, and next thing you know, your big star is down. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they're more trying to capture the real feeling of it, where it's like, yo, we believe all our guys, top to bottom, can be champions. And me watching, I'm like, no, he can't, and he won't, and he won't. But they want you to believe that everybody's good enough to do it, which is fair, I guess.
Another, I'm going to call it hot take because I thoroughly disagree with it again. G1 saying NXT does the throw it all and just random bookings every week. I wholeheartedly disagree. They build everything to a point that it's going to have a culmination, and there's slow builds, and sometimes it is I'm backstage giving a promo. Somebody walked through, and you're like, hey, wait, why are you walking through? I'm giving a promo right now. And the guy turns around and is like, oh, well, and that can start beef. Mm-hmm. But they normally have a reason for those things to happen. And the caveat to that is they have like the Dark State and all these groups that are just chaos, but those are introduced so that they can introduce the chaos to build other issues for people, which is very obvious when it happens. So AEW is the most chaotic in how they do it, but they're so chaotic that there's almost never a reason for it. And they've been great. Like Hangman Swerve was fantastic. Hangman's first like quest for the title and overcoming obstacle after obstacle after obstacle was fantastic. So they can do it. And when they do it, it's great. But they just have to do it more.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I hear both sides of that. I don't look at AEW's booking as chaotic, because I think that is the plan. I think they're like, let's give them great matches. Who have you not seen? What could be a pay-per-view? What could freaking main event the Tokyo Dome? Let's do it on a Wednesday.
But then you have, hey, did you remember that Sammy Guevara still signed? Oh shit, put him in the title match.
That's a little crazy. But again, to go back, it's probably, and I wasn't watching because I was like, I'm not watching this, but it's probably a guy like Darby saying, hey man, me and you been up and down this road. You're a day one like me. Tell you what, I'm gonna give you an opportunity. That's a story, right?
Yeah, they're two of the four pillars, right?
Yep.
I hate the term four pillars because
I hate that term.
But
who are the other two?
But they're day one guys. There's probably MJF and Kenny, I guess. I don't know.
No, they were young guys. I can't think of the other ones.
It
were.
was young people because they did.
Yeah, it was awful.
It was Jungle Boy. Yeah. Oh God. It's
Jack Perry, Guevara, and Darby Allin, and who?
MJF.
And MJF. Yeah.
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 So if you're gonna pick, like, that's that's not bad. Like, that's kind of their homegrown talent. Like, I can see that. But Sammy Guevara has been gone for like a year, and then he comes back and he's like, title shot.
But again, story is, yo, you've been here as long as me, and if now that I'm up, I'm gonna look out for you. You know,
So
that's a
if
bit of a
they
story.
had done
It's not a pay-per-view.
If they
it's a
had
story.
done a 30-second backstage promo where Darby's walking in the back, turns and Sammy's there, and Sammy's like, dude, you did it. Like, that's what I was trying to do. Like, you're one of the 4. You did it. And he's like, you know what? You are too. Let's do this. That's all it would take. And then that match makes perfect sense.
I don't know that they didn't do that. I missed the episode, but
they did not do that.
It starts off, we got a great Dynamite world title on the line. And you're like, what? Why? Yeah, that's usually how it goes. But I was about to say, I don't know that they didn't do that, but they probably didn't. My only issue with Darby's run is like how all of a sudden, once this guy gets it, none of the marquee names are interested anymore.
That,
you know what I mean? Swerve is like, Bandito, let me tell you something. You know,
and
he's like,
Jericho was in ROH.
Street Fighter. I'm gonna go play some Street Fighter.
Quickly call out G1 again. No one knows where to watch ROH. The end.
Yeah, that's true. Samoa Joe is like, I'm gonna do something else. Like literally every contender, Moxley, everybody's like, I'm gonna go that way. But you know, I got my eye on you though.
ROH is on Thursdays, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know
where.
Let's ask Google.
It's on the Honor. I think it's on. Was it the Honor thing? Honor Club. That's what it is. Thank you.
Yeah, they don't have a TV
channel.
Do they?
Do I have to pay to watch?
Is that what you said?
Do I have to pay to watch Honor Club?
Yes, you have to pay to watch Honor Club.
Yeah, so I can't watch Ring of Honor, is what you're telling me.
No, you cannot.
Yeah,
and it's not like and it's not like Dynamite's like this week on ROH. Here's what happened. Here's what you're missing. Bam, bam, bam. They don't even do that. So you don't see it at all unless you have the app.
But I'm gonna.
There's an ROH app.
Yes, that's how you watch it.
Oh, apparently.
YouTube, that's what I'm seeing. It's
today I learned.
It's included on Apple TV and Roku, but you can download it and stream.
But I just be feeling like, man, if y'all don't care about it, why should I? You know what I mean? That's unfortunately that's where my head is always at. Like, man, if y'all were telling me every week, don't forget about Honor Club, as much as Excalibur's yelling about everything else, like he could be like, here's what you missed. Here's Athena's latest title defense, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're not even hyping it.
Like, how long has Athena held that title? The fact that people aren't talking about that is insane.
It has to be longer than, at this point, it has to be longer than Roman Reigns.
If not,
it's over I think it's like 2,000 days, if not more.
Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
But I want to shift in something that we started to talk about. We got away from it because we started talking about Brock being racist. I was like, how do I segue this? I can't.
Real quick, her title reign is 1,260 days.
And Roman was what?
Wow. 1,300. 1316 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're just trying to beat that, and then I don't know.
And then have her drop it.
And then she just gives it away. Like, I don't know.
They just relinquish it though. Don't let her drop it. Just let her. I'm down.
Yeah, she could just give it up and be like, I want to go do something else.
But so we had Brock beating yet another black hero. But I would argue
it just wasn't for a title this time.
It was not for a title. And I would argue that it brings Oba out of that looking stronger than ever. It was a loss, but it took 7 F5s, an F5 through the announce table, Brock locking in the Kimura, which has ended so many people, and Oba just going, you know what? I'm just going to stand up and slam you. And showing complete power with that. Oba doing the launch throw to Brock and throwing him across the ring. Brock hitting the F5 on the outside, beating him up a little bit more, jumping in the ring, getting in the corner, doing his laughing in the corner because he thinks he's got the easy count out victory, and Oba standing up faster than Taker. You know, when they get to a 7 count, that Oba's just like, all right, I'm good now. I got my win, and walks back in the ring, ready to fight again.
That's that's good. Another one I think I want to add to that is Brock putting somebody through a table or whatever, F5ing them, going in the ring, being content with a count out victory.
Right.
Is something small, so small, but like, yo, he just wants to escape Oba. You know what I mean? So he's still putting him over. So I absolutely agree with you that this is like arguably makes him stronger for taking that L.
I would have liked to see him get a little more offense, though. You know,
and I can see that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll tell you what. One thing about that show in Clash, the corner mics that are in the post, those were hot as could be. The guys were hitting the turnbuckle, and it sounded like the roof was going to come off the place.
Yeah.
You could especially see it with Oba and with Jacob when they did their side to side runs. It sounded like the entire ring was going to crash.
Extra hot mics. So back to Oba. I understand that he's entered into the King of the Ring. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a pretty much foregone conclusion, correct? Like he's winning.
No, I think he's going to come close, and Brock's going to interfere, and that sets up the WrestleMania match.
Sets up the rematch.
I mean, not the WrestleMania, the SummerSlam match.
well, I mean, do you really have to set it up? It's already set up. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to.
I don't know why Brock said it's 1+1. I mean, it's
You don't have to, but also that would be because King Queen of the Ring is usually held in Saudi Arabia. The finals is usually in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and the winner
That's the reason to bring.
gets a world title match at SummerSlam.
That's the reason to bring Brock to. That's the reason to bring Brock to Saudi Arabia.
I mean, Brock could win the title,
Makes sense.
and Oba could take that shit away from him at SummerSlam. I'm just saying, I'm here for that. And then Brock leaves and rides off into the sunset. So, like, that sounds good to me. I don't know.
Brock could just walk and just get hit by a truck, you know. That's the way he was talking. Like, oh, he could just walk out and then like a car just runs him over.
Oh,
So
hey,
I would thought that was casually like if somebody was just to pull out the blick during the match and just shoot him in the leg.
it's all good.
It's
All
fine.
right,
What's
I
a
would love to
bullet in
talk
the
about
thigh
it.
between friends?
crazy work.
Okay. I think
Between
I think
friends.
Corey's 100% on point. I think June 27th, Saudi is the finals. So I feel like Oba gets to the finals and then Brock interferes, destroys him, and then now we get a third match at SummerSlam. And they're both out of the title picture, so you can still then do an actual world title match. The question is who
I hate this. I don't like this bracket.
is Oba's opponent in the finals? If we just fast forward a little bit, because the first round matches were Oba, Penta, Solo, Carmelo, Dom, Braun, Trick, Damien. Oh, they're all 4 ways. Oh, God,
Here
I
you-
hate this.
Here you go. Your final person that Oba's going to fight is either going to be, in my opinion, Seth Rollins or the perpetual bridesmaid, LA Knight.
So
I like that. I like that.
I wonder if the Brock interference doesn't happen when we get to the
Like before that.
semifinal to eliminate that left side of the bracket.
Then-
I think it's probably Braun or
I'm about to say
Trick.
Breaker Rollins in the final.
which
think
is
Breaker?
the other option.
Breaker.
Nah.
I mean,
I think it's going to be Braun or Trick,
I think
depending
Trick
upon
won,
how they
bro.
set it up.
I think Trick taking that.
Well,
you think Trick?
I think the reason that they do Braun is it puts Braun and Rollins on a collision course that
Yeah.
Breaker can't get away from now.
But ain't neither one of
I
them
think
beating
they'll
Roman.
build.
So what's the point?
No, nobody's beating Roman, but it's just giving us a new opponent. That's all. So really, I hate that we have to look at it this way and be like, who would Roman be okay with facing in a main event match?
But
And
here's the thing, though.
it ain't a lot of people on this list, honestly.
Not at all.
I think Drew has a strong chance of coming out of it.
Where's Drew at?
Wait, Drew not in there?
Drew
He
not
not
on
in
there.
there.
No.
Oh man, I thought Drew
Which
was in.
Hear me out.
they are hyping him a lot more than any of us ever could have predicted, especially when they forgot he existed for like 3 months. But Royce Keys, aka Powerhouse Hobbs, he's getting a lot of push right now, and it wouldn't surprise me to see them kind of push him at least into that finals match.
Yeah.
I could see that. They've
Hear me out,
definitely been. He's been in a lot of like segments with a lot of big cats. So maybe.
I mean, he has a soft. I mean, if you want to look at his bracket, it's kind of a soft bracket that he's in right now between
I don't
Balor,
think we can say
Uso, and
soft
Knight.
bracket because those 4 are all
They're top
legitimate
guys.
world title.
I feel like whoever comes out of that bracket goes to the finals.
Whoever comes out of which bracket? Which one is y'all talking about?
Uso, Knight, Keys, and Balor.
I mean, you got 2 world champions. You got 2 former world champions. You got one United States champion, and then you got Keys. So
yeah, I think
I'm here for it.
I mean, I kind of agree with G1. It might just be Jay, and then we get Jay versus Oba, and then Jay Roman at SummerSlam is kind of money, right?
But hear me out though.
We've seen it already. Though.
Oba already called out Roman at Mania.
Right.
They had the conversation after Mania, like not separately. They did on the pre-show or on the post-show.
Yeah,
about both of them. So
I feel like the rest of these guys got something to do. It's just I think that bracket they don't really have nothing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Which,
that's where I'm looking at it.
It'll be interesting to see where they go with this rebirth of the bloodline that they're teasing right now. And I've said since like year 2 of the bloodline story that when it comes to an end, it needs to end with Jay beating Roman because that was the start of the entire thing.
Right.
And a lot of folks have forgotten about that. It started with Roman forcing Jay to bend the knee, if you will, by beating
him into submission. Yeah. I think I agree. I think that's the story finishing that we need. We need Jay to stand up to Roman.
And if you get that, I really thought they were building to that with main event Jay. If you get that long-term storytelling, that's where the story makes the matches and elevates it to a level that I think Jay and Roman could have a great match. They know each other. They're family, for God's sake. They know each other up and down the charts.
They've been fighting each other since they was babies.
Yeah, they're ready to roll. Javon Evans is that dude, and I have been on that soapbox since the minute he had his tryout.
I remember we watched him at DPW when you came down, like what, a couple years ago now?
And we saw him and Takeshita at that show.
Yep. He was Malachi something, if I'm not mistaken, then.
Malachi Black.
Malachi Black? Who you talking about?
No. He was Malachi something when he was in DPW. That DPW show was solid from top to bottom.
I was surprised at how quickly DPW closed shop, but
they've been going for a hot minute.
Well, I mean, they were in and out in 3 years, but they became the hottest indie in wrestling.
Yeah.
They were very hot. Quick. Like it just kind of happened. Like I didn't hear about them really until Denker started doing stuff there.
What did Jay-Z say? Grand opening, grand closing?
Yeah.
And then it was here, and then it was whoop. At some point
they were Malachi. Thank you.
Jay Malachi, yes.
They were spending a lot of money to bring in a lot
of young Adam Cole, Grizzled Young Vets.
Not just local, like US talent. They were bringing talent overseas.
That's how you do it.
New Japan.
Oh, that's how it happens. There was one
bracket so short though. Why is it 4 ways?
Because they hate tournaments. They really hate them. So they're just doing this to just get it over with.
I mean, but it's content.
You would think.
I guess.
You would think.
I mean, they have a whole video game set up so that you build long-term storytelling, and they just go, bah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I really miss the old King of the Ring matches. But even then, like if you go back and watch, they were always real short. You know what I mean? They would give you these 5-6 minute matches. So they're probably like, you know what? Let's just throw 4 guys in and double the mileage on it.
And I loved the old King of the Ring style, but this just goes to show, as I'm saying this out loud, I really enjoyed old King of the Ring when it was all in one night. I also love the old Survivor Series style. I think they need to do at least one of those each.
Yeah, old school Survivor Series matches were so good.
I'm cool
So
with the
good.
old school Survivor Series match. Like,
Yeah, that's like, it's like dead now. When you look back on it, I can kind of understand why. I feel like they probably thought you were killing people's characters kind of quickly, because people would get eliminated and be like, oh, 2 seconds in, RKO. All right, you out of there. Next. You know,
G1,
what I mean?
that was an error on purpose to see who would take it. That's why
building,
we should Javon Evans, aka Black Malachi.
Black
It's Black Malachi and Malachi White.
so with the old school Survivor Series matches, I don't feel like it was killing people's characters, because I mean, it gave you so much storyline with building those teams.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, somebody goes out quick. It always happens, especially if like Randy Orton was in there, because that quick RKO.
Yep.
But like,
that's why Big Show had a job.
But then you got the betrayals in it.
But it,
you know what I'm saying?
It didn't make a lot of sense, because like creatively, five guys on the ropes, on the tag ropes. One guy gets pinned in the middle of the ring. Nobody can help him. You're just like, oh man, well.
See, now listen, that's the parts that I don't like, because I'm like, bro, if you don't jump in there and try to break
like
it up,
they wouldn't even come in and help. So it's like they were just trying to get the matches over with. So it just
I preferred War Games over Survivor Series myself personally, and I mean even back in the WCW games, I was a huge War Games fan.
I like War Games, but I still feel like there's a fundamental flaw in the booking of it, or at least the rules, where you can't get a pin or you can't get a fall till everybody's in there.
Yeah.
I wish it was more elimination. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm here for that.
Wasn't it like that in WCW back in the day?
I could have sworn
it was the same thing in WCW, that you couldn't get a pinfall or submission till everyone was in the ring.
And but it wasn't elimination, so you couldn't hit like, oh, it's 4-on-1 now. You know, no.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was, because I thought that was the whole thing, where the one where Ray was the only one left before somebody else could come out, because somebody got eliminated, and he was in there with like all the NWO, and it's what honestly made Rey Mysterio.
The most memorable one for me is when Paulie had the Dangerous Alliance in War Games, and it was like, that was a star-studded roster that he had there. It was like young Steve Austin, Larry Zbyszko, like a couple other like legends that he had on his team, and they were just running roughshod over everybody. And this is like early
Mongo
90s.
McMichael.
No, that's way before Mongo.
Mongo.
Hey, R.I.P. Mongo. Bro.
R.I.P. to Mongo. This, I will say, I feel like, I don't know if they put these teams together like this for a particular reason, but the Seth Rollins one seems very lopsided. You know, shouts to Javon Evans, while the rest of them seem very stacked. And I feel like they kept people who may have programs away from each other. You know what I mean? Maybe on purpose.
Like Tonga versus Ricky Saints. Who the fuck is watching that willingly?
Like, yeah, we don't really care. So I do think we wind up with a Seth and Breaker stipulation match of some sort, probably at that show. That will be something else. Trick and somebody else might wrestle somewhere else. I don't know. I feel like Oba Seth could be, that's a money match if that turns out to be a final,
right? Like
that's a money match. And yeah, Seth can have a great match with anybody. But I feel like Jay is still a story.
Can he go?
Yeah. He don't have to go against Oba. They're just some quick spears, and you know,
Oba ain't going out with no spear.
Well, that's where you
Johnson.
have Oba be dominant, Jay resilient, fights back, hits a couple spears, and Oba's like, "Oh, I was surprised. I didn't expect you had this much." And then
so he takes 2 big losses.
No, Oba eventually wins the match, but
okay,
is surprised afterwards, and you keep Oba in that tweener phase where he can still go to Jay and be like, "Hey, you gave me more than I thought you were. Still won, but good job."
Here's one glaring one that I see on the left-hand side. Damian Priest is a former world champion, and he, in my opinion, he had a decent run.
Yeah.
He is not anywhere close to like being in the title picture. Because I'm of the opinion that if you're a former world champion, you're kind of like looming in that mid card / I'm a match away from the world title picture. And it just seems like when he lost his title, he kind of just faded into obscurity.
Yeah, he definitely lost his mojo. I think they're still tag champs, right? Him and Truth.
Yeah, still tag champ.
I don't know what happened, man, but Priest is like on almost nobody's radar at this point. And I don't even know if it's any fault of his own, but
I mean, but neither is Balor though. Same situation.
Balor's got more going for him than Priest does right now, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's beating up the Judgment Day.
Just because he's beating up the Judgment Day, which
But
Priest
he's not anymore
too.
because as of last night, he's on SmackDown.
Yeah. So they moved him on, which I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, honestly. But at least
it's real weird. Go ahead, Derek. My bad.
I was just saying, no NXT people. No NXT superstars can be, king of the ring.
Well, yeah, we got Oba, Trick,
NXT superstars,
Javon Evans, Ricky Saints.
Everybody who came from there. So basically, just about the whole roster.
Yeah. For, they all NXT people
except for Penta.
No, that would be a sad, like that would be a it's kind of a sabotage move. Like I think they did that with Lyra, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they brought her up immediately, put her in the mix, and people are like, who? So
who's she?
You kind of
bird person.
People. Yeah, you can't do that. Speaking of, can we talk about Sol Ruka? Can we just briefly?
Oh, the first black woman to become
I'm gonna say,
hey, shout out to my melanated sister, okay? You can't hold this down forever.
I hate that. I'm gonna just say that. This belt been around for a cup of coffee, okay? So why are we even talking about this? Like, first black woman Intercontinental.
Hold on, did they really say that?
Yes.
I mean, this is, dirt sheets have said it. I don't think WWE's actually announced it. But,
okay.
But she is half black. But like, what? This belt is so young. Like, who cares? Like,
her dad looks like Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah. So, and it just goes to show like kind of what you have to look like and, to succeed in wrestling. Cause I mean, we've seen it with like Dakota Kai. If you've seen her outside of WWE, you're like, oh, wow. Like she's Samoan, you know what I'm saying? And you just don't know that from watching her wrestle as Dakota Kai. So yeah, it's just like certain ways you have to look, certain, hair, certain, styles you have to wear to kind of stand out in the wrestling ring. And unfortunately, being melanated is not really one of them. But I digress. Is it time? I'm gonna say something a little controversial. I'm gonna ask our esteemed panel. The Soul Snatcher. My
favorite move in wrestling right now.
Probably the top move in wrestling. It's the most talked about move in pro wrestling.
Man, I missed all the good stuff. You said something good and I missed it. God dang it.
Oh,
okay.
What'd I say? Oh,
I don't know. Like, well, we started, but my mama called, so I had to answer that.
Oh, sorry.
You know
No. I didn't say much. I was just talking about Sol Ruka. What are your thoughts, Derek? We can go down the line. Sol Ruka. You want to train?
The first,
I'm always worried about
black
when they rush you from NXT to a belt. Like, to me, it's scary because they can give you too much too fast, and it can
mid card
lead to people turning.
It's mid card, though. You know what I'm saying? So like, dude, would it be that bad? Would it be in a mid card title? And
maybe
she's fighting.
I mean, that was Lyra too. Like they were like, "Yo, first ever," was her.
Who was she fighting?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Right? And Becky.
Like with Lyra, who was Lyra fighting versus
Becky?
Oh,
I think they did the same thing.
They did the same. They did the exact same thing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was Becky Lynch.
It was like, that's my hero, Becky. I love you so much. And then
and Becky turned on her.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It's kind of similar. Like they did a very similar story.
Oh, we just watching and repeating. What are we doing? Throw
Yeah,
it away.
it was literally the same. Oh my gosh, it's
I'm
Becky
okay.
Lynch. I modeled my whole career after her. Oh no, Becky's a bad guy. She
Man.
takes the title from me, and I have to fight my hero for the title. Literally the same storyline.
You're right.
Kind of the
Just
same
without the hero
story.
part. Okay.
And
Well, I mean-
both times, I mean, I don't know. I think they talked about it when Becky first was like, "No, I'm not gonna fight you." She's like, "Yo, who are you? You came here. You had one match you lost, another one you lost, then this one you won, and now you want a title shot." And it's like, you're giving us too much logic here, Bex. Like, because if you like 1-4, why do you deserve a title shot?
But that one was incredible.
So, but she beat her in the non-title, and did she win? I think.
I don't know.
And then she got it. Point is it too soon? And I guess y'all feel like no.
I mean,
she's okay.
Oh, is that the women's?
If y'all want to bring up the women's bracket, you got it.
Oh, that's up there. Okay,
because she's in there.
Oh, well, she ain't winning. I mean, look who in her bracket. You know what I'm saying?
I think she's very much winning.
You think Soul or Becky?
I think Charlotte and Jade are going to take each other out.
Bird Girl will win. If that's
I think there's a good chance that Bird person wins.
You might be cooking, because she's hot. Like, she's very hot right now. Like, people really like her. So her going forward, even getting a rematch with Becky next round is intriguing. We got Io, and then that I can't call that last bracket. Bailey, Raquel. I don't know.
I say Bailey and Raquel out of that last one. It got to be.
So that's Bailey, a hard bracket to pick, not only because they haven't pushed any of them yet, but it's because they're slightly pushing all of them right now.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
I mean,
either one loses to
Charlotte's
Io, probably. You know what I mean?
Jade and Charlotte are absolutely going to take each other out, so they're not winning that.
Right. That'll go somewhere else. Yeah, and then maybe they'll get a grudge match.
I thought Alexa was hurt. And why is Liv in it? She world champion, ain't she?
Yeah, the internet has been asking that.
Yeah.
So apparently she's supposed to have a storyline with who is the young lady that's out with injury right now? I think Stephanie Valkyrie. She's supposed to have. She's supposed to have a storyline with Stephanie Valkyrie, and they're just doing something to keep her in the spotlight until Valkyrie comes back from injury.
She hasn't had a defense since Mania either.
And they've been saying that Stephanie is going to be back like every week, so she's very close. But hey, we could get Sol Ruka versus Kiana James and have the first ever all black women's Queen of the Ring championship.
Wait, what?
Because people don't know that Kiana James is also black.
Oh yeah, that's true. So
I'm gonna take a nap.
I don't know if she's making it through that, but then we get the first ever black woman Queen of the Ring. Like, oh god, like they'll come up with some other thing to give her,
and they'll eliminate Lash Legend and Jade Cargill in order to get Sol Ruka and Kiana James.
Hey, y'all are joking, but I'm telling you, the WWE, be blackity black.
Great.
They're like, look, black champion.
Look,
they might not look it, but they are.
We like y'all. Look.
What month is this?
Does this take place?
It's black. It's Black Music Month. It's close enough.
Is it? I mean, Juneteenth is real close.
Yes, this will be the week after Juneteenth is the finals.
See, don't say we didn't give you anything.
Also,
his family does her entrance music.
Oh,
really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'd assume it's the black side.
Fair enough. I didn't know.
He said he assumes it's the black side. Get this man the fuck out of here, bro.
I'm trying to support Black Music Month.
You mentioned Lash Legend and Nia Jax. They're not in this. Are they champs?
Legend's already eliminated.
Yeah, Legend got eliminated.
Oh,
where is Nia?
Nia.
Yeah, she's not in it.
So yeah, when they told Liv she was in the tournament, it was live during the post show, and she looked at it like, "What? Like, why?" And then she had to get on Twitter and be like, "'Cause I'm the best, and so I'm gonna defend my own title against myself." You know, she had to come up with something stupid.
Yes, sir.
What a great month.
Damn. Who do y'all want to see become Queen of the Ring?
Io Sky.
Fantasy booking wise.
Io Sky.
I want to see
Fantasy booking. Wait, who's the champ? So
I
Liv
wanna
is the
see
champ. Is that so you get a title shot against Liv, or you pick your champion?
You pick your champion.
Okay. So
I know who I want. It ain't gonna
you
happen.
want
but I know who I
Jade.
want.
Yes. I'm
No.
No?
See, you think that's all I want?
Rooting for everybody black. No.
Yes, but that's not it.
Okay.
Nah, for me, I would want it's two people. I would want either Raquel because I want to see her get a title shot and win. I'm down with Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green, that was my pick. Yes,
Chelsea
sir.
Green with the
I would
crown.
love that. I would love that.
What?
Like she would make that must see TV.
What? She would actually wear it like Selena did.
She'd do this really cool thing where she got a crown that she wore it around and like had a friend that was like her right hand person and probably get some new entrance music.
Right. Like she would do it very well.
So
like
Chelsea, when you win,
Selena.
Call Rand. He's done this before. So give him a call.
I was just saying that everything that
I would have,
when he won.
you know, since it didn't, I agree with you on Raquel. I feel like Raquel is kind of owed a big win. I really would like to see her get a big win.
Yes.
You know, you can't keep stopping and starting with people. Like I thought she was on a run. You know,
well,
I was ready to see it,
and they got a great way to have her win and then have her go after Liv, especially if
break it up.
Vakir comes back and beats up Liv, and then she's like, I'm gonna pick you instead of Rhea because I've lost to Rhea a bunch and you're hurt.
That could be a story there. I like that story. I'm into it.
WWE, call us. We can cook.
Yeah, we be cooking. Don't just use Chat GPT. Yeah.
So the final round, the finale of the Queen of the Ring is Chelsea Green versus Raquel, and I don't care who wins. It don't even matter. Either way, I'm happy.
I think legitimately we could see Raquel and Sol Ruca. I think that's what happens. I think Sol Ruca hits a bunch of her moves, and Raquel,
if she don't mess them up, she got to get her time and her little steps right.
So I kind of
ain't got to switch it.
I'm glad that you touched on that because Corey and I were talking about this earlier. That is so exaggerated. Like she missed the one where she slipped.
Yeah,
and that was in her debut. But then they made it a story the next week when she botched with the ref. That was part of a story.
Oh, for sure. I'm only talking about when she missed, when her foot slipped. That's the only time I'm talking about. That's the only time.
Yeah, because the overarching narrative seems to be like she regularly botches her finisher. And I'm just like, you can count on one hand how many times she's quote unquote botched her finisher. Maybe 3 times at the most.
Listen,
she's been hitting this thing for what 2-3 years now.
Put it like this: everything that we watch wrestling wise, it's all live. You're gonna get mess ups. Your foot gonna slip, whether you're running, whether you're jumping onto something, whether you know what I'm saying. Like it happens. It's part of the game.
But here's what's great about the internet, because when they put up that clip 30 seconds later, the botch was removed.
Oh yeah, no, WWE don't play.
Oh yeah,
their ejectocito cuz is top tier.
Yes, sir.
When they're
the thing that kind of irks me about the internet, I mean, conversely though, is like as soon as you fuck up, it's on Reddit, and they're just like, "Look how bad this person is. Why is she on TV?"
And some people just literally can't win. So it's like if the net doesn't like you, then they're gonna cook you regardless. Yeah. LA Knight, of course. I don't know if you saw this clip of him trying to do a 619 at a house show.
Oh God, was it terrible?
Yes. But
somebody put that up.
Oh, we gotta put it up.
But I'm working on it.
They're gonna ban us.
But it was a house show. Like
they
gonna ban us. And he even posted it, was like,
look
at me, I suck. You know what I mean? He knew what was up. He said it like, "Oh, look at me, I suck, haha," or something like that. It was a live event in Liverpool. it was them goofing off. Like I don't hold that, you know, but his botches definitely get magnified, and he can't escape that.
No, he really can't.
You got
Now,
it, Shane.
I'm not gonna go with the video.
Oh, give us the video. It's great. It's not their footage. It's a house show.
It's still their intellectual property.
It's not their TV broadcast. It's okay.
Listen,
It's a fan video.
All right,
I need
I don't have it, so if you want to grab that, I got a still on purpose.
All right, okay. The still is probably hilarious because he was just like,
we ain't big enough for them to come get us, so it's all good. I say
The still is pretty good in my opinion.
all right,
let me see. I have to see the still.
all right, okay. Can you see this?
Here.
Now you got to put it up.
I did. I thought.
Oh, got to push. I'll click. Oh God.
Oh my God!
One more time.
What is even that, brother?
Wow. Yeah.
All right, I didn't expect it to be that. Holy shit!
Yo, the still is pretty great of him.
My
Just
man looked like me. My man looked like me after I had a couple beers.
That looks like me trying to do that move. Like that's what would happen if I tried to do that move. He's like, good. He said it was a 187. Yo, yeah, that was a 6.
Yo, Chad is cooking today. I ain't gonna lie.
That was a 678. I don't know what that was, but yeah, man, he ate it. But again, it's house show. You goofing off. Like I don't take that to mean anything. But again, when the internet wants to roast you,
Yeah,
they don't really need much. Oh man, that's hilarious. I like what Jericho says about botches, though. He's like, "There's really no such thing." He's like, "I hate the word botch." He's like, "Man, we're doing stuff live. You know, things can happen. There's no redos, no reshoots. Like, I don't call it a botch. Like, it's just things happen in live broadcasts. You know what I'm saying?" And yeah, like I don't take it to mean anything or to take anything away from anybody because anything can happen. And speaking of, I did watch a little bit of Dynamite last week, and Ricochet almost broke his back trying to carry Chris Jericho because it was rough.
Chris Jericho, like 70 years old, ain't he?
Yeah, Jericho he got to relax. And that when he went for the little lion salt, and I was like, oh no.
Oh, did it look bad?
He was way off to the point where like Ricochet starts adjusting his body, like, oh my God, this dude's about to land on my head. And so he kind of moves his body and shimmies a little bit and then still catches it like on his head. Like it was pretty bad. And you could tell, I wonder if it's on. Nah, I won't show
Chris too old to be doing the line. So like Chris dead ass is like,
yeah, like I thought he added the freaking move, the Judas, so you wouldn't have to do that. So he did the Judas elbow, and I was like, "Oh, match over." And then he still wanted to do the flip, and it was bad. And you could tell because after he got the pin, he like stayed on him a little longer and like leaned in to be like, "Yo, sorry about that." He like leaned in for like 10 seconds, like, "Yo, my bad." And then and he won. Like, why is he getting wins still? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand it, man. You should be, in my opinion, he should be there putting over young talent or new talent or something.
Yeah, Chris Jericho is legitimately 55 years old, bro.
Yeah, every bit of 55.
But I mean, if that's the case, so shouldn't Copeland and Christian be putting over new talent versus winning titles?
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, and they should.
Yeah, Edge is 52.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 3 years off, same thing, close enough.
And same thing. I feel like both of them they have put over talent, but and Jericho has too. But they kind of want those moments. They want those last moments. And I think it was cool. They had a nice little segment when they were in the ring with the tag titles. Like, oh, it's the first time we've had this, in 25 years together.
Oh, I thought about Shane when that came on. They did the 5-second pose.
5-second pose. And it's like, yo, that was a great nostalgic moment to come back to. Now also they can move on,
It unlocked a core memory for me when me and Shane, we went to SummerSlam in Raleigh the night before. And so the following evening we went to Raw in Greensboro. And they were like, for people with the benefit of fast photography, we're going to do a 25-second pose.
37
and we're
seconds.
and we're in the nosebleeds in the Greensboro Coliseum. And Shane gets up and he goes, 37 seconds.
And young voice, it echoed throughout the arena because we were in the rafters, and it just carried. And they pointed up. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So here we go.
It's your moment. Oh, that's great. All right. Well, what else we got? Oh, here it is. Here it is. All right. So looking at me, he's like, you sure about this?
No.
Wow. Knees
Oh,
on
so if he didn't move, if he didn't scooch, because I saw the scooch,
he might have
then
missed
he
him
would've missed.
completely. Yeah, he would have missed him completely. He was completely off. Yeah. Yeah, he would have just bit it.
So whose fault is it? Is it Jericho's fault or is it Ricochet's fault for not
It's
scooting up?
100% Jericho's fault.
It's Jericho's fault. And
Ricochet could have
correcting.
scooted up a lot more. 2 scoots.
It's 100% Jericho's fault.
He only gave me half a scoot. Now I'm just talking noise.
He says I'm talking shit.
That
That's
fast.
a big scoop.
He
if
gave
you
him a
watch it
big
right
scoop,
here-
like a whole body length almost.
Watch
Half.
It really helped him out.
Watch this left leg where it pushes.
I mean, look at
He
look
gets
at
to
where
the
he's
middle of the
laying.
ring. Yeah. If not, he would have bit it. He would have completely missed, and that would have been embarrassing.
Yeah, that would have been
So-
embarrassing.
So I think, yeah, Jericho had to be like, "Thanks, dog," because I messed up. Like he was so
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, that's 100% on Jericho. I didn't realize it was that bad of a miss. That's crazy.
Wow.
Mhm.
And that's what you got to, and that's what wrestling's about, man. You got to protect your dance partner in that moment, because it's like, okay, Jericho would have looked really bad to just whiff on a standing still person. But I don't know. People have been talking about the classic Samoa Joe move where he walks away from people when they're
Listen,
jumping.
That would have been
It's one,
hilarious.
it's one of the coldest moves. So like Ricochet could have just scooted the other way and been like, nope.
Yeah. And he's like, try it again.
No, do it again. Because it's like before that, he did the elbow and Ricochet sold it like a gunshot. You know what I mean? And it's like, so it wasn't even necessary. But, got to get my stuff in, brother.
All right.
Anyway,
Well,
you gotta
we're
get it in
hitting
now.
that time. And Derek, do you got a question for us to
No,
point
you
out
got.
on?
I thought you had a question for the week.
I had my question last week.
No, did you? Are you sure?
I'm positive.
What was the question?
I don't remember what it was.
So it didn't exist.
You're probably right. It might have been Marcos's question. He wasn't even here.
oh, it might have been a Marcos question.
He
was in
phoned
chat.
in. He
All right.
was in chat.
So, in celebration of Black Music Month, and obviously the artist won't play directly in, so apologies there. This is right off the cuff. Best entrance music for a Black wrestler.
Ooh. 2. I got 2.
All right, hit us.
Swerve's original song. His
Great
original
pull.
song,
Great pull.
and I did like SOS with Kofi. So
SOS slapped.
I was about to say SOS.
SOS was great.
That's probably my pick.
It was definitely in my contenders list for sure.
those are.
All right, Corey, what you got?
I was going to say SOS too. As soon as he said that, I was just like, SOS.
You ain't gotta lie.
What's that?
Yo,
I mean, it's a great
Yo, it's time.
yo.
bringing the hood to you.
I DJ and play a lot of these when I do.
Oh, man.
I love MVP, Ballin,
Okay.
Mark Henry.
The Hurt Business theme is actually not bad either.
Yeah,
We heard these.
But are you talking about 3-6 Mafia?
yes, of course.
Yes.
Somebody gonna get that.
That was in my top. That was going to be in my 2.
That's
I
my
forgot about that
jam.
one. That's a good one.
As repetitive as the Hurt Business theme song is, it kind of goes though.
Yeah, it's hard. It's super hard. We hurt people.
Oh, so Rand, did you have a second? Because you said one of yours.
No, it would have been SOS. No, I had two. I had Ballin MVP and
okay.
And Mark Henry.
And Mark Henry. Yeah.
The Swerve theme he had before he had to fallen out is still top tier to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Swerve thing is absolutely one. And I'm gonna go a different direction.
Big Pressure, that's what it's called.
And I'm going off of what WWE considers black and what he sometimes considers black. And I'm gonna go with Hollywood Rock.
No, okay.
If we're doing that, then I'm sorry, it's head of the table.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on now.
Now you're making Roman black.
All right, now hold on. You're going too far now.
Roman ain't a brother.
Rock is half black.
Hey, now
That's, all right, fair.
He did drop the N-word.
Let's not throw blackness on everybody now. Hold
on. Let's see who else.
But SOS always classic.
Yeah.
I mean, that being there for that debut match, we heard SOS. We were like, what is this? This is catchy as hell.
It is.
Let's cheer this random dude.
Yeah. SOS.
And we were the only people standing up clapping. Like
SOS is such a banger. I get them Jordan. All right. I guess that's it. Any from the chat? Let's see. I got it.
What y'all got?
Chat. Any favorite themes? Bonus if it's by a black artist, since it is Black Music Month. But now I got to think back because I really like the can I throw in a honorable mention? The Run DMC DX.
Yeah. It was good.
That's a black artist. You know what I'm saying? So
the King of Rock. What? The King of Rock. Who
did the King of Rock?
Rand, you should have never asked chat because Priest just came out with Sexual Chocolate.
Oh gosh.
Hey, let's go.
I mean, it's a banger. Sexual Chocolate's a banger. Sexual baby.
All right.
I was just
one more.
I was just watching. There was somebody was talking, or maybe Mark Henry was talking about the stuff he did with China and how they remember during the Attitude Era, they went on a date and then they were at a restaurant and then they wound up fighting their way out of there. It was great. Him trying to be all romantic and her hating it. It was so good.
I'll have to check that in. He's such a good interview.
Yeah, he's great. You got another one? Another question?
I mean, I was gonna flip it to the opposite side. What's your least favorite entrance song, just in general?
No.
Least favorite entrance.
Least favorite. What y'all got?
Oh no.
That's a great question.
I hate Brock Lesnar's entrance.
Really?
But it's not for the same reasons. Whose didn't I like? I didn't like Becky Lynch's original when she was it wasn't my favorite.
Oh yeah, the weird Irish one,
the steampunk one.
Yeah, that one wasn't my favorite. Who else? Yeah, that's about it. I think that's the only one that clicks.
I'm trying to think. There's one that I've tried to block from my mind. But
what's Liv Morgan's theme at WrestleMania? The fuck was that?
Hey, that's her song.
Listen,
that's her. That's her.
Kesha.
That's her womanizer.
In the words of Joe Budden, that shit is a 2-pack of ass.
Yo, it's so bad.
It's so bad.
Awful Kesha vibes.
Oh boy.
A throwaway Kesha track. That's what that was. Wow.
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah. I forgot. I asked last week. I have to go wade through my Twitter, but I asked last week while we were on if anybody had any questions, and I had a few, but we were already off the air. And then I said I would get back. And then I forgot. So y'all keep talking. I'll scroll. Yeah, I'll be
most underrated theme.
Underrated.
I'm gonna say Mastodon for Vader. That theme goes crazy.
Oh, yes, that's a good one. You know what? Nobody talks about it. I thought it was really good. Reverend Devon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Low key banger. I mean, silly gimmick, but low key banger.
Which was that? Sorry, it cut out on me.
Reverend Devon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's another old one, Flash Funk.
Flash Funk did have a good thing.
It's a banger. I had that album. It was one of those WWE The Musics. And
yeah,
I used to play that so much, man.
So I'm young, so I don't know that one.
You're gonna have to look that one up. That's okay. Yeah, that's all right. You don't have to look it up.
Yeah. I was y'all motherfuckers old.
Like, dang, I don't know that one.
I'm young. Okay, we know it. All right.
Well, thanks, man.
Trying to who's else, man. I can't wait for her to come back, but because I want to hear Naomi's theme song again. Her new, like, she still got to come back. She can't come back.
Bianca Belair's theme is a banger too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If we go in underrateds, I still think they're underrated to this day. There's two. They're very similar. Billy and Chuck.
I knew you were going to say Billy and Chuck.
It's a banger. It's a banger.
Zach Ryder is
O Radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very similar, but both absolute bangers. And for one that hit and hit like wildfire and has already kind of died off, I'm still going to give props to Kit Wilson.
I'll do one step further than that. Before there was Kit Wilson, Fandango's thing caught on for a little bit too. They had a buzz for a little bit.
Yeah, but that was a bad interest music. I'm glad you said that because now I can target what my bad interest music song. It was that. It's just the crowd ran with and that was it.
Yep. But it had a buzz for like a week, and the WWE snuffed it out.
It had a buzz for like 2 months because they were in New York, New Jersey, Chicago, all like the hottest wrestling towns possible, back to back to back.
Because wasn't it like the night after WrestleMania it was in Jersey or something like that?
Yeah, they were. So he had a spot in WrestleMania, and it goes over like wildfire. Yep. And New York starts it, then it goes to Jersey, and they keep it up, and then they go to Chicago, and they keep it up, and it just rolls from that point. And it's
was that the Raw at the Mania? Was that the Raw at the Mania where Del Rio got beat by what's his name for the title?
Dolph?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Because that was one of the hottest crowds of all time.
Yeah.
And he got a pop when he came out. I think Big E was still his heavy then too.
Yeah. Right after he tried to kill AJ.
After we slapped her in the chest.
Full on fist to the chest.
Oh gosh.
Another underrated that there's a lot of love, hate for this one. But Bobby Lashley's Titan entrance music.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Not bad.
See where you're going.
It's kind of generic, but it still has that kind of dominating tone to it. But yeah, I'm still gonna give a shout to Kit Wilson. He's the whole Miz Danhausen thing. He got a little bit overshadowed, but that entrance is still. And props to him because he was. I don't know if he was in studio, but I saw an interview that they kept sending him cuts of the entrance, and he'd be like, "Can we tweak this? Can we do this?" And
that's cool.
So he was helping out on the actual development of the song.
That's good. And you can almost tell. It's like when people care and they're able to get hands-on, good things happen. Life's funny like that. You know, you let creatives be creative and then stuff works out. It's weird.
All right. So we got anything else before we close this one out?
No, I can't
I
find
think
it.
that's it, man. I mean, if we can find something, put it in the group chat. So we got it for next week,
Oh, you know what? We talked about. Did y'all talk about worst finisher? Have we talked? Oh, we talked about it in our group chat. We should probably talk about it in public because I think it's a fun topic.
Yeah, we'll save that for next week for sure.
Yeah,
Because
We all know what it is.
I think we all know.
Put that in the group chat. So we got that going.
Yeah,
I think
there's
we
really
did.
only one answer, but yeah,
I think we did talk about that once.
yeah.
I'm curious
I
what the
think we
answer
all came to the same conclusion.
Mine might
I
be
think-
different.
I think because on the since we're talking about like the Soul Snatcher being like one of the greatest ever, I think it's only right to flip it on the other side and talk about what we don't like. And I feel like in the chat we all agreed, but we can get to it though.
Yeah, we might have to have a quick discussion after we go. But in the meantime, this has been another episode of Bumps and Bruises podcast. I'm Drizzen at Drizzen. Come see us, but don't worry about me. Just subscribe to the pod. Corey, what you got?
I got nothing for you.
Well, send all his follows to the podcast at Bumps and Bruises Pod.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? On all
Yeah,
platforms.
subscribe to the game. Don't worry about me.
What you got going on, Rand? Supposed to be going sometime soon, I assume, right?
Yeah, I'm heading out on tour in about 10 days. I will be on the road with my old buddy MC Chris, doing a couple shows. It will be very fun. Starting out on the West Coast, 12th San Diego, 13th Phoenix, 14th Tucson, then Albuquerque, Texas, and a bunch of other stuff. And so, yeah, I'm out everywhere this summer. Go to megaran.com/shows and I'll see you there. And I do 2 songs a month on Patreon, so look out for that. I think on Patreon, since I haven't actually watched it, I'm gonna probably like live watch and record myself watching the Mass versus Mass match, and just kind of give my thoughts on it. And so that'll be on Patreon.
There you go. Go subscribe to the Patreon, megaran.com, for all his tour date needs and merch and all that fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? And
Ooh, Gold Dust is a
wrap it
great
up.
theme as well.
Ooh,
Shout out to the Gold Dust theme.
Ooh.
Really good.
Yeah,
okay.
And Stardust is a banger too.
And when they merged them, it still worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Touche.
And with that,
All right. It's your boys.
We out.
We out.
Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.
Yeah, shout out the priest in the chat. Bumps and bruises, we like the fuses. Grab a seat and hear what the news is. Don't confuse us, you know the name. We the best and the brightest in this podcast game. Derek Marcos and Drizzen with the hot takes and recaps. Hit us in the chat, we welcome all feedback. Turn it up, cause we giving them hell. We the best in the business, now ring the bell.
Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises. Bumps and bruises, 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 bumps and bruises.